Hey guys, this is Candle, and welcome to a new Let's Play. This is one that has been kind of on the back burner for me for some time. Every time I came back to YouTube in the last few years, I've thought about doing this game, and I just never got around to it for some reason. I have played through this game, or at least mostly played through it, but yes, it is finally time to do Syberia 3. Syberia 1 and 2 were among the first games I ever Let's Played for this channel way back when. So, yes, we're going to do the... Where'd my cursor go? Ah, there it is. There we go. So yeah, for some reason it's not locked to the screen. Let me go into options here. Audio. Okay. I'm not seeing... Is it under here for subtitles? Yes, subtitles, good. Alright. So... Controls. So yeah, I'm going to try to play this mostly through mouse and keyboard. This game was originally designed for controllers, so we'll see how things go. But yes. Alright. There is downloadable content for this. We'll do this afterwards. But let's go ahead and do the original here first. Let's go... Yeah, let's go adventure. It'll be probably a little bit tougher. I might end up getting stuck and have to look up a guide, but we'll see how things go. Is there a previously on segment? It's been forever since I played 1 and 2. Probably, over 10 years since I played them for the channel. But yeah, I do remember the last time I played through this game, I kind of got stuck and ended up watching a Let's Play. So... No, it looks like we're just jumping straight into it. There's no previously on. Huh. Well, to be fair, Syberia 2 kind of had a, kind of wrapped up everything from Syberia 1. It did leave on a little bit of a cliffhanger where Kate Walker was, kind of off on her own. And that's where we're picking up here. But other than that, this doesn't really have much direct connection to Syberia 1 and 2. These little guys are the Yukols, which is an indigenous tribe to Syberia. I don't know if it's a real-life tribe or not, if they may have just made them up for the game. I don't remember if we ever actually met any Yukols in 1 or 2. 1 took place mostly in Vorarlberg and then on the train. 2 was, on the train itself and in Syberia. Giant ostrich type monsters. Well, not really monsters, but yeah, I do remember not liking the beginning of this game very much.
3 months ago, nomads found her dying in northern Syberia. Walker, Kate Walker, born in New York in the United States. She had an American passport on her. She showed up at the clinic last week. She's recovering. She's fine.
You're certain, Olga Efimova? You have to keep her there until we arrive.
I kind of wish these people had Russian
takes.
accents.
You can count on me, Colonel.
Yeah, they're not even trying. Yeah, I didn't much care for the beginning of this game, mostly because of the situation we're placed in.
Oh, my head.
Hello, Kate Walker.
Hello? Let's go... Yeah, let's just do hello.
Hello.
My name is Kirk, Kate Walker. Kirk of the Yukol tribe. Do you remember the Yukols?
Not really.
Where are we? My memory's all mixed up. There was a terrible blizzard with snow and ice, and then nothing.
We are in the clinic of Dr. Zamyatin, in the town of Valsambor.
How did I end up here?
We Yukos migrate with our snow ostriches to the sacred lands. It's a long journey. A very special journey. 1 month ago, we found you dying on a riverbank there in the north. We took you in and our shaman cared for you. Afterwards, we continued our journey. And today, we are both here to finish getting better.
You know, Kate moves around pretty well for somebody who was in a coma for a month. Or more. Yeah, I'm kind of curious what happened.
You lost a leg.
It was an accident, you know. Some people don't like nomads like us. But don't worry about me. Dr. Zamyatin asked a master craftsman from Valsambor to make me a new leg, and he's going to put it on me when it's ready. It will be like a brand new leg.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I don't really trust places like this.
Why are you tied to that bed?
That's why I don't like it.
That was the decision of Madame Olga, Dr. Zamyatin's assistant. She says I'm too restless, and it's the only way to make sure I get better. Apparently, it's going to take a long time to make my artificial leg. And in the meantime, my people are without a guide and are waiting for me, with the herd, so we can continue.
Well, that's not good. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more information here.
If you don't mind my asking about your leg, what exactly happened to you?
Soldiers bombed the route we were taking with our caravan. For no reason. Just to frighten us and force us to turn back. I was a bit too close to the explosion. A piece of rock. That's it.
You mean the authorities did it on purpose? But why?
Because you're in Russia.
They think that the snow ostrich migration has no place in today's world, and that my tribe should settle down once and for all. But we will never do that, Kate Walker. That would mean defying the spirits. And the Yukos fear the spirits far more than the soldiers.
Mm-hmm. All right. What about the migration?
Why do the Yukos make the journey?
My people live in symbiosis with the great snow ostriches, Kate Walker. Their wool protects us from the cold. Their excrement feeds our crops, and their meat feeds us. They are also our mounts and beasts of burden, so we must follow them wherever they go.
And do they migrate because of the weather?
No, Kate Walker. They go to the sacred lands to reproduce. It is an event that only occurs a few times per century. For the Yukos, it is rare to be able to boast of having participated in more than 3 migrations during one's lifetime.
Okay. What about you, Kirk?
The Yukos I've met didn't speak my language anywhere near as well as you. I'm very impressed.
So maybe they
From
were
time
in
to
Syberia
time,
too.
Missionaries and merchants came through our village. I learned very quickly, Kate Walker. It's important if I am to guide my people.
I don't mean to be rude, Kirk, but aren't you a bit young for that?
The spirits do not take age into account when they choose a chief for the Yukos. And the spirits are very wise. They do not make mistakes when they choose the one who will guide our people on the sacred migration.
Well, Kirk, I'm delighted to have made your acquaintance. I guess I have to go tell the staff that I'm awake, I feel fine, and I have no intention of hanging around here.
Uh-huh.
Of course, Kate Walker. I'm sure someone will be in the yard. Maybe even Madame Olga.
Yeah, we'll see just how well that goes for us. Because I don't much care for this place, this situation. There are things I just don't like. All right.
What?
Yeah, the door's locked.
Hello? Is anybody there?
I don't think anybody heard you, Kate Walker. Try using the call button that's located next to the door.
All right. By the way, can I open the inventory? How do I open the inventory? Oh, yes. So yeah, hanging around our neck is a souvenir of Oscar. I don't remember exactly what happened to us. I do know Like he had to sacrifice himself, I think. I don't remember exactly. That's why I was hoping there was like a previously on segment, but I didn't see one in the menu. So yeah, we can observe Oscar's heart. This is like literally his mechanical heart. Options. Yeah, no, there's nothing here. Maybe back in the main menu, but I think we'll be fine. So what's the back button? Is it literally just backspace? Yes, it's backspace. Huh. All right. So if we take a look here. Yeah.
Nothing.
Nope.
It doesn't work, Kirk.
I think I saw some of the staff using it the other day. Take a good look at the mechanism, Kate Walker. Maybe you can find a way to get it working again.
We'll definitely try that.
Bolted tight.
Yeah, we're going to have to find some way to open it. There was something here. There we go. Ah, on the side there's instructions.
This diagram shows how to turn the call button on, but I can't do anything until I can get at the internal mechanism.
Search the room. I'm sure you'll be able to find something you can use to open it up with.
All right, we will do just that. So yeah, this is kind of a tutorial area here. But yeah, you can tell by this interface.
There's no screwdriver among the medication. I have to admit, it's kind of reassuring.
Yeah, that this was designed for, not really for mouse and keyboard. In fact, when it first came out, mouse and keyboard controls were terrible. They eventually patched them to make them better. But this was designed for controller. Hello, I might be able to use
That should do the trick quite nicely. Now try to use it to see if you can repair the call button.
Sure, but before I do that, let's take a look around here a little bit more because, yeah, there's actually a balcony out here we can go to. Nothing around this way. However, we can take a look here.
This must be Valsambor, the town Kirk told me about.
Mm-hmm.
What's that owl doing here?
I don't know.
Kirk's tribe's camp, I guess.
Yeah, kind of off in the distance there. So yeah, that owl I think is the same owl from the intro. All right. Up. No. Nothing I can really interact with here. You'd think maybe. Why else would they give us, this screen? But no, nothing to interact with here. Nothing over this way. All right. Let's go back to here then. All right. Inventory. There you go. Knife. Do I observe it to use it? No. So how do I use it? Oh, okay, that works. So I have to... There we go. Oh, this is difficult. This is weird. So I have to either move the mouse in a circle or, WASD in alternating patterns to get it to unscrew. Because again, this was designed...
Let's see if I can repair the mechanism.
Yeah.
If you're not sure, maybe the diagram you saw earlier might help.
This was designed for a controller. All right, so I'm going to assume this is fairly obvious here, like that. I'm assuming red is already fine, and we just got to push this down in. Yeah, pull it down in. And then close it back up. So you have to, move your mouse or use the movement keys to actually do it properly.
Finally. Right. Now I just have to find a supervisor.
Well done, Kate Walker. I'm going to have a bit of a rest now. Please try to come back and say goodbye to me before you go.
We'll try. So yeah, as we start talking to the other patients around here, I think you might understand why I don't like this kind of scenario. It always just puts me on edge.
Someone should have a word with the maintenance department.
Yes, indeed they should.
Go hold your head under the ice water in the fountain, Nikita. That'll clear up your damn headaches.
Ooh, man, what
Not
happened to
this
him?
time.
And him.
This isn't a normal headache. It's like a pile of rusty nails rattling in my
Someone should have a
skull.
word with the maintenance department.
All right, what about you? Can I talk to you?
Have you seen the mammoths
Maybe
too?
they're the ones
Go tell
sticking
the staff
damn
that way, maybe
nails
they'll
in my
believe me.
head while I'm
And have you
asleep.
seen any dragons too?
Yeah, I haven't seen any of that. Okay, what about you guys? Can I? You seem like you work here.
The only thing the doctors want is for us
So
to get
you're
better.
finally awake.
We'll go see
Has
the
Dr.
birds in
Olga
the
been
aviary
informed?
later.
No, not yet.
Get your bearings. I understood that you'd be staying with us for a little while yet.
We'll see about that. So yeah, this is actually like a psychiatric hospital. Also, I don't like the look of that.
Ah, you're finally awake, number 10. What can I do for you?
Well, it seems to me that I'm cured. And now I'd like to be on my way.
Yes.
Given your condition, that would seem somewhat premature and perhaps even unreasonable, number 10.
My name's not number 10.
I am not a number. My name is Kate Walker. I would appreciate it if you would call me by my name, Doctor.
There's a perfect example. That aggression boiling up within you. I'm afraid that it may be a significant traumatic after effect.
So you're refusing to let me leave?
Oh, no, of course not, miss. I have no intention of abusing any of the prerogatives of my position. Nonetheless,
sure.
first you must submit to a series of tests that are designed to demonstrate that you have fully recovered. You understand. Please, sit down.
I would not be comfortable sitting in a chair like that.
On that?
Yes, yes, don't be afraid.
No way would my arms be going on those armrests. No way in hell. And that's exactly why. She just
Don't
let him
worry
lock
about
her
these
into this chair.
restraints. Merely a simple formality that's part of the protocol that Dr. Olga, our supervisor, has implemented.
Yeah, these kinds of things just set me on edge. How do you convince somebody that thinks
I do
you're
believe that
crazy
we can
that you're
begin.
not crazy?
Now, be so kind as to state your first and last names, age, and place of birth, please.
All right. May as well answer truthfully. There's no reason to lie.
My name is Kate Walker. I was born in New York, and I'll be 30 this year.
Good, miss. Up until now, my device would seem to corroborate what you say.
You're using a lie detector?
It's procedure. Please stop worrying and talk to me instead of your friends and family. Are you on good terms with them?
Well, I was.
No, I cut off with them. I haven't had any news from my mother for weeks. And Dan, my fiancé, left me for my best friend Olivia.
Oof.
You
That's
seem to
rough.
be basking in this chaos and anarchy, Miss Walker. Is this inclination for disorder connected to this Hans Vorarlberg and Oscar? You spoke about them at length while you were delirious.
Oh, so it wasn't necessarily a coma.
Oscar was an automaton and Hans Vorarlberg was the person who made him. We became friends, and I went with them on a long journey through Europe. There you have it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's all
To be
truthful. It's just
honest,
not the
what
full
I'm
truth.
interested in, Miss Walker, is that during your travels you were in contact with the Yukon people, the nomads who brought you here to Velzenbor. In your opinion, what should we fear from such a primitive tribe of savages who understand neither law nor border, refusing civilization and settlement?
Nothing. They aren't refusing civilization. It's just their idea of civilization is different from yours.
I think, Doctor, that the Yukols live in harmony with nature, time, and space. They have no real reason to change the way they live.
Now that is an example of typical American idealism. Maybe you should go back to New York right away. I'm sure your brilliant ideas will be justly appreciated there.
Yeah, not so much anymore.
I don't intend on going back. Not now, later, and maybe never.
So you intend to continue your journey through our country. A hazardous undertaking with neither goal nor destination. Pity for a brilliant New York attorney who seemed to have a gleaming future.
You seem to know an
That's
awful
not
lot
for
about
you
me
to
already.
decide, Doctor. For the rest, I think I've demonstrated throughout this interview that I present no psychological after effects from my injuries. I would therefore like you to authorize my release now.
Yes, please.
Of course, of course. Do calm down, Miss Walker.
I'm sorry, but I'm not used to being interrogated like this.
Some years ago, I would have interrogated you in a very different manner, Miss Walker. I grant that I may still feel some nostalgia for the good old traditional methods.
Is he implying he used to be a torturer?
You're one of the very
Oh,
last
man.
representatives of a world that is fast disappearing, Miss Walker. A disordered world that no one will miss.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
This key is much like you, unstructured and uncontrollable. If you're able to find a way to use it to leave this floor, then you shall have proved that you are permanently cured.
Well, that's good to know.
I would like to get my things back before I leave.
You will find them there.
So yeah, if I remember correctly, you can fail his test, and then you have to sneak back in here to steal the key. But for now, since we passed his test, we can just go ahead and get our things. There we go. What
Turn
I would...
around.
You're going to change right here. I would have taken, my stuff to the bathroom or back to my room and changed. Like, he better not be peeking. There we go. All dressed and ready for adventure. Alright, so we have objectives. What? O doesn't seem to actually display objectives. Was it Q? No. Because Q just moves us a certain way. Alright.
You seem somewhat upset. Try looking at the birds in the aviary. That should calm you.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I mean, maybe it will, maybe it won't. Alright. Well, let's go into the aviary. Why not? Some fellows playing chess here.
Hello.
And who might you be, miss?
Yeah. Who are we speaking to?
My name is Kate. Kate Walker.
Kate. Kate Walker. That doesn't sound too local.
Yeah. So how did you get here, Kate? Kate Walker?
The Yukos brought me here.
The Yukos. They're nothing but chicken thieves. A whole bunch of scumbag morons doing nothing but infesting the streets of Valsambor.
Oh,
Yeah.
come now.
Now they've come here to do their dirty work.
You mean Kirk, I suppose.
For 20 years we've been in this clinic. Since we got back from Baranor. Listen, this place has always actually been a quality establishment. I don't mind admitting. So we were pretty disappointed when we heard that Madame Olga is now letting in those degenerate scumbags from up north.
Come on, Anton, come on.
Wow. This guy's
Madame
like
Olga
incredibly
knows very
racist.
well what she's doing. She must have her reasons for letting those midgets in here.
They're both racist.
So have you really been here for 20 years?
Yeah. At first, we were kept for observation with some of our buddies after that damn mission to, Baranur.
Leon and me, we're almost the last ones still here now. We don't know what happened to the others. Gotta say, some of them were pretty bad. Worse than us. Some guys who got it pretty bad.
Fortunately, Madame Olga looks after us right. They look after us nicely here.
Yeah. She looks after us good. She's a real lady, if you want my opinion.
Why? Occasionally I'm getting issues with audio being like
Baranor.
really fast for
What's
some reason.
Baranor?
A place. It's a goddamn hellhole.
What are you talking about, Anton?
That's all I have to say about it, Kate. Kate Walker. Can't stir up the past.
All right.
I'll be leaving you then, gentlemen. Goodbye.
See you around, Kate. Kate Walker.
Yeah. See you around.
So yeah, a lot of people in this clinic are disfigured. See, I was kind of assumed this was more of a mental facility, but I might have made the wrong assumption. It might actually just be a clinic of a long-term care clinic. But there's still a guy here that is not all right in the mind. And it's still the idea that they won't let us out unless they're sure that we're not crazy. And how do you convince somebody who is already convinced that you're crazy that you are not, in fact, crazy? Like, seriously, how do you do it? Wait, no, we were supposed to look at birds in the aviary. That's what this is, right? That's what I thought this was. Maybe this is just like a little garden. I don't know. I mean, I can hear birds in here, but I can't see them. I don't know. Well, let's keep looking around. All right, what about you? Do you have anything for us?
I really tried. I tried to tell them I was a whole lot better. They just wouldn't listen.
See, that's what I'm saying. All right, what about you? Maybe this entire room is supposed to be the aviary.
The wind, the heat. I can still feel it all. I dream of it every night.
Oh, wait, no, it's back here, isn't it? It's probably what that caged off area is over here. Yep. And of course, they're clockwork birds. Well, there's a lock here. Yeah, we can't get in without the key. We have a key, it's just not the right key for this. Because this is actually the key for the elevator. Alright, so there...
The elevator to get out. Now, how am I supposed to open it?
Well, you use the key. Which would be this. Key to the exit. Alright. Yeah, it's not lined up right. Or... Can I... How do I... Aha. So we gotta line these up right. Okay, that one goes there. Right, this one here. Get number 4. Goes all the way over this way. 5. Nope. There we go. Alright, just keep moving it. This is like very sensitive using the mouse. But it's not quite... There we go. Well... Come on.
What on earth's wrong, Miss Walker?
I don't understand. The key. It didn't work.
I did warn you, you know. You can't be at all well enough yet to deserve to be released already.
What? Oh, come on. The key's obviously broken.
No, there must be a problem with your damn key.
Our keys are somewhat old, I will admit. But they've never failed me yet when called upon to do their duty.
I had everything lined up right.
There's a first time for everything. You can see that I managed to use the key and that I am perfectly cured. I have the right to leave.
Impossible, Miss Walker. The rule is very clear. Only those patients who are capable of opening the door may leave this floor.
Come on, Kate, just show him, try to use the key again. Just show him that it doesn't work.
Please, Doctor. Can't we come to some arrangement? I promise I won't say anything to anybody if you let me leave.
I'm perfectly immune to your rather sad attempts to bribe me, miss. If you do indeed want to leave the clinic, you must open the door.
Ugh. That's annoying. Well, at least he's letting us hold on to the key.
There's a problem with the key. That's obvious. I need to find out where it comes from.
All right, can I...
Be reasonable,
Nope.
please, Miss Walker. I'm sure that with our treatment, in a few months you'll regain all of your faculties, and you'll be able to leave the clinic perfectly cured.
Yeah, we'll see about that. All right. Well then, let's go talk to Kirk. Because he's the only one who's, like, willing to talk to us right now. Right? Give us some good information. Not that he really knows much, but...
Kirk?
Okay, maybe not. I guess he's asleep. Alright, if I remember correctly... There was something about the bird.
What's that owl doing here?
Yeah, but I can't do anything with it. Maybe I should go back to the guys playing chess. They talk to me. Maybe they have new information? You know, obviously the key is broken or missing something. We just have to figure out what. All right. Yeah, let's talk to these guys first. See if they have anything new for us. Maybe I can talk to them about the key. No, I cannot.
Can you tell me where the exit is,
Oh,
please?
no, I could talk to them about
It's
that.
there. But you won't be able to leave until you've had a meeting with Dr. Mongo Ling in his office.
Yeah, he's the one who knows if you're cured or not.
I already
I'll
talked
be
to him.
leaving you then, gentlemen. Goodbye.
All right.
See you around, Kate. Kate Walker.
Yeah. See you around.
I thought the exit option was, you know, to leave the conversation. All right, but still, there's something clearly we're missing. Hello, he's not here in
I should
here.
inspect the key before I do anything
Oh, really?
else.
Okay. Then let's do that. So observe. But yeah, clearly we're missing something here, I think. I can move this around. There we
I
go.
already know that everything works here. Let's check the key. I already know that everything works
Yes.
here. Let's check the key.
Did I miss something? This is the key. Key to the exit. There we go.
These holes, it looks like something's been removed from the key. No doubt about it, my key's been deliberately damaged. I need to find a perfect copy if I want to be able to repair it.
Or at least figure out what goes in there. But yes, the good doctor's not here, so... Let's go ahead and snoop in his office. Alright, so... Yeah, the DSM... Alright. Some kind of notebook. We can move things around to take a look at stuff, but... So we could pull something out of there. But yeah, it just kind of bothers me that everybody here has American accents, and Kate is the only American. Everybody else is Russian. There we go. There we go. No, is that, okay, one that let me actually read, and I don't read Russian. Come on, there we go. Oh. That is slow. But here's what it looks like. Come on, where? There we go. Nope. Come on. All right. There is my key. Do I? Oh, okay. I have to pull this out to take a look. So yeah, we're obviously missing something that's supposed to go in there. Question is, where is it?
I see. According to the picture, there's a pin missing. I need to find a way to fix it. But how am I going to manage it?
All right. So is that it around here? That might be it. All right. So where and how do we get that pin? Well, we can't read the brochure. And the doctor's not going to be any help. These guys, I would imagine, can read Russian. Do I have to use it from the inventory? No. And just doing this doesn't... Alright. Do I talk to them about it, or...?
Ah, Kate. Kate Walker. How's it going? You look kind of down.
Well, I had a problem.
Bet you went and flunked Dr. Mongoling's test, right? But don't go flipping out over it, Kate Walker. I could never figure out how I was supposed to pass those damn tests either.
No, I passed the test. You just have to be
I did
truthful.
fine in the interview, and he gave me the key to the exit. The problem is, I can't open the door. It doesn't work.
Sometimes things just aren't obvious around here. I gotta tell you, Kate Walker. Leon, who is a lot sneakier than me. A few years ago, he got through the interview okay, and also actually got that damn key from the doctor.
Yeah, but I never got the damn door open. Same as you.
There's something really wrong with this place. That weird interview we have to go through doesn't surprise you? And all of that just to get a key that doesn't open anything?
Dr. Olga told us lots of times, Kate Walker. In this place, talking bad about the protocol is proof you're really sick.
Yeah.
Don't question
Dr.
it.
Olga knows what she's doing, and you can really trust her.
Dr.
When we're
Olga
better,
is definitely
our
from
minds will be
the
able to
Soviet school of
understand how
thought.
the key works. You see?
You know, they specifically sabotage the key to keep you in here. You know, don't question it. You know, questioning what you're told is just sign of that you are, you know, that you're sick, that you are not ready to leave. Never mind the fact that we sabotage the key so that you can't leave. All right, is Kirk awake yet? No. Oh, no, he
How
is
are you,
awake.
Kate
There we go.
Walker? Is your departure from the clinic imminent?
I'm afraid not.
You seem upset. What's wrong?
I have to use a kind of key to open a door and finally get out of this place. It's a kind of a test, you know? A test that I passed, but the key didn't work. And when I compared it with an original, I saw it had been sabotaged. I'm getting the impression they're trying to keep us here by any means, Kirk. Whether we want to stay or not.
That's a serious accusation. Are you sure?
Yes. Absolutely.
The proof is building up. First, there's that key which doesn't work, and that bed you're trapped in, and your missing prosthesis.
It's true that I've been very weak since I began Madame Olga's treatment. But she says that it's normal. She calls it temporary secondary effects.
We really need to get out of here, Kirk.
Unfortunately, I cannot undertake the long migration of the ostriches without the mechanical leg, Kate Walker. But you, on the other hand, you can leave.
But how?
Show me the model of the key you told me about.
Alright, so that would be the key or the brochure?
Show me the model of the key instead, please.
Oh, okay, so the brochure. There we go.
That's what I thought. With this, my tribe smith should be able to repair your key. If, of course, you find a way to get it to him.
Okay.
I doubt they have a postal service here.
Go onto the balcony. Our shaman's messenger is never very far. I use it to communicate with my people. You can give it the key. It'll take it to my tribe smith.
Got it. Thank you so much, Kirk.
So yeah, that plus the brochure should be enough. So that would be what the owl is for, I would imagine.
Hey you! Birdie! Birdie! I've got something for you!
Nope, not quite. We got to get the bird over here somehow.
Kirk's tribe's camp, I guess.
Yes. All right. I need a way to lure the bird over. I don't have anything yet. So, does Kirk have any ideas?
About that bird, Kirk. I must be doing something wrong. It won't come to me when I call it.
It's true that the old owl is a bit of a lunatic. Have you tried to get it to land on the balcony?
No,
How?
but I don't see what I can use for that.
Look around the yard, Kate Walker. You may find something that might interest the board.
The board.
Why not? I'll give it a shot. Thank you for your help, Kirk.
All right. Well, back to the so-called yard, which would be out here. So what can we use to interest the bird? Or the board, as Kirk called it. Where? We gotta find something we can interact with. Yeah, I talked to this guy. I didn't talk to the other one.
We should perhaps say hello.
Oh, maybe not. I need something that will interest a bird. Where can I find one? Ooh, what? Can I talk to these guys again? Maybe they have some insight. Oh, he's fallen asleep. Wait, he's got a key. There we go. So I guess we just stole his key. I imagine it's the key to the aviary. Maybe that's where we'll find something to interest the bird, even if, you know, the birds in the aviary are mechanical birds. I feel like maybe that owl is as well, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, do you have something for us?
Yeah. Anton fell asleep in the middle of the game again.
Ah, okay. Well, either way, I think somebody would probably tell you that Anton was the one who had the key here. All right, Anton's key. There we go. All right, mechanical birds. So I can just take the mechanical bird. Interesting. Yeah, there's not too much I remember about this. I remember some of what I played to this game. Like, I definitely remember what the puzzle was that, you know, had me stumped. And it wasn't that I couldn't figure it out. It was just I couldn't manage the controls to actually do it. All right. But we still got a ways to go before we get there. It's like roughly the halfway point of the game. And this is supposed to be like a 8 to 10 hour game, I think. Not including the DLC. Alright, can I... Alright, mechanical bird. There we go, I can just put it right here. Alright. So then this I can use to attract the owl. Yeah, but making it squawk and flap. Oh no, I think that is a real owl. Well, real within the game. Yeah, it's obviously stylized. There we go. That at least interested it. Aww. Here, let me just put these things in your carrying bag. And then please, go back to your master. Go back to the shaman. Alright, now what do I do while I wait for it to come back with the fixed key? That's a good question.
The owl flew away with the key, Kirk.
That's good news, Kate Walker. Now we only need...
Uh-oh.
Kirk. What's wrong?
He's being hypnotized.
Dr. Olga's treatment.
And now he's being injected with something. Probably some kind of sedative.
Kirk, can you hear me? Wake up.
Come, come. No need to be alarmed, Miss Walker.
Yeah, I really do not like this woman.
You're Dr. Olga, I suppose.
We weren't expecting you to awaken for another few days, Miss Walker. This is surprising. Truly. If I had known, I would have come by earlier in the day to assist you in your return to the world of the waking.
Unlike poor Kirk here, I have no need of help. I am very well, thank you.
Fainting is a secondary effect inherent in the treatment, Miss Walker. Nothing more. In medicine, despite any discomfort, protocol must be respected.
Yeah, I'm not sure I trust your medicine.
Oh, you mean that horrible mechanical bed where that poor boy is waiting for a prosthesis that never comes?
Mm-hmm.
That's protocol? And I suppose the same is true for the absurd interrogation I had to go through.
You seem to have developed a singular paranoia since you came out of the coma. When we get the chance, I'll look into it. But for now, I'm going to ask you to please leave. I have to administer the next stage of the treatment to your young friend.
Yeah, I don't really trust you, but... yeah, challenging her is not going to do anything.
Fine, I'm leaving. I hope all this is going to help him.
Well then, I can't imagine why you might think the opposite, Miss Walker.
Because I don't trust you, just the way you talk. Oh, man.
How is he?
Your young friend is reacting to the treatment very well. Everything is fine. He's resting.
Well, goodbye, Doctor.
Yes. Goodbye.
I'll come by and see you very soon, Miss Walker. Don't worry.
Yeah, I really do not like her. She's just very unpleasant, very unsettling. Alright, so he's resting. What do we do now? I guess we tour the yard? See if there's somebody we can talk to, something we can do. Looks like Anton and the other guy are awake, so... maybe they have some information for us.
I'm happy. Dr. Mongo Ling asked me to look after the maintenance of the garden aviary.
Oh, okay. Do you want your key back? Has he not noticed it's missing? Oh, we don't have it. It must still be in the door then. Okay. All right, what do I do? Do I just go straight back to the owl? Is it already there waiting for me? I have no idea. Most of these guys aren't really going to tell us anything. I don't think there's anything else back here. I think it was literally just come in, grab the bird. The bird. Yeah, I think that was it. Alright, you. Nope, come on. Seriously? It's like, just let me talk to you. Oh. No. Oh, that is so finicky. Yeah, you guys saw the prompt, right? To try to talk to that guy? I'm not even going to bother. It's just so finicky. Again, this game was not designed with mouse and keyboard controls in mind, which is really weird. Because, you know, Syberia 1 and 2 were primarily PC games. You know, Syberia 1 got a port to Xbox, at least. I don't know about Syberia 2.
What on earth could that quack have injected him with?
I have no idea. All right. Oh, the owl's back. With the fixed key? Yes, indeed. So we've got the repaired key to the exit. Thank you, Mr. Birdie. I would pet you, but the game won't let me.
Kate Walker.
Kirk! How do you feel?
Not very well, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I don't really... Oh, man.
This situation can't go on, Kirk. So what can I do to help you get out?
The best thing, Kate Walker, is for you to go alone. And if you really want to help me, once you are outside, go to Valsambor and try to recover my prosthesis from the craftsman. If you bring it back to me, Dr. Zamiatin will put it on, and I will be able to go back to my tribe.
All right, that
Can
sounds
we
like a plan.
trust Dr. Zamiatin? I'm not so sure when I see what this clinic is like.
I think that's like the one
man
good
has always
doctor
been a
here.
friend to the Ukols,
Yeah.
and I'm sure he'll be able to help you leave the hospital and find the craftsman in Valsambor.
Okay. I promise to come back as soon as I can with your prosthesis, Kirk. Until then, hang in there.
Yeah, like, I don't trust
Thank you,
Olga.
Kate Walker. And may the spirits be with you.
Yeah, I don't trust Olga or Dr. Mongoling, but I do think Dr. Zamiatin is probably the one good doctor that's, like, actually trying to help. I mean, obviously, they set us up right at the beginning to not like Dr. Olga. You know, when she was talking to the Colonel via voice chat. You know, video chat. All right, so now we should be able to leave. All right, go ahead and open up. Use our repaired key. Do we have to line everything up again, or is it going to be fine now? No, I think it's fine. There we go. Everybody, jailbreak! All right, we're not out yet. We just get to leave the floor that we were stuck on. There's a weird hitch there with the frame rate. Okay, what is this over here? Something over here as well. I think that might be an actual exit, but I don't know. Yeah, it's a door at least. All right. It would be nice if I could actually read this, but I can't. Like, some of it I can guess, like Valsambor or something, Dr. Mengeling. Other than that. Will this actually let me outside? Oh, yes, it will. Okay. I'm certain there was more to do in there. But it let me come out here. All right, well, in that case, let's go back in real quick because I'm pretty sure there's still more to do in there. Yeah, I'm not sure that would have actually let us leave. All right, can you talk to me?
If it's for a regular checkup, the doctor's offices are behind the reception area.
Okay, that's not what I'm here for, though.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Yeah, let's get some information.
Pretty gloomy clinic. It could do with a bit of human warmth.
It used to be the fortress of the Dukes of Valsambor, the ancient rampart standing against invasions from the east.
Huh.
The inhabitants of Valsambor took refuge here and often escaped the besiegers through mysterious secret passages.
Well, that's good to know about.
When did it become a clinic?
That was 20 years ago, thanks to Dr. Zamiatine.
20 years ago. That's about how long some of these people have been here, thanks to something that happened at Baranor.
I'm looking for Dr. Zamiatine.
He's in his office. You'll find it in the small corridor back there, the first door on your left.
Ah, see, that's what we still need to do. Yeah, talk to Dr. Zamiatine for Kirk.
I would like to leave this clinic. Would you mind telling me where the exit is, please?
Well, usually I'd have told you to go over to the other side of the courtyard to take the funicular that goes down to Valsambor. But it seems Dr. Efimova has shut off the entire clinic for security reasons. The funicular has been stopped until further orders.
I see. Thank you for all that information. I'll be going now.
I wonder if
Maybe you should head on back to your room and wait until they say the funicular is fixed and back in service.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I'll think about it. Goodbye.
Pretty sure they would take the key and lock me away. So I wonder if the issues I'm having with the voice lines getting cut off or, stuttering or stuff like that, I wonder if that has something to do with like running this computer or this game on a modern computer, because this originally came out in 2016, I want to say, and I'm playing this now in 2025 on a Windows 11 machine. So I don't know.
At this time of day, Dr. Zamiantine should be available.
All right, that would be good to know. I still need to figure out where his office is. All right, through here, I would say, probably. Some people to talk to here.
The funicular is out of service until further notice.
Ah, no, that says Dr. Efimova, so that would be Olga's office.
Why not have a seat for a bit in the waiting room? It's just near the offices, right behind reception.
No, thank you. All right, let's take a look here.
Dr. Olga? Nobody. Maybe not such a bad thing.
Yeah, probably. I would want to go down there, though. Or go inside, maybe, but I don't think it'll let us. Okay, so I can walk off here, but I can't. All right. I can't see what's going on that way. But down this hall... Oh, is this the waiting room?
I've been waiting for my appointment for hours.
Yeah, okay. I've got a friend who's been waiting for
my husband.
a while.
He's been here months and months.
Oh, that's not good. All right, maybe Dr. Zamiatine is through this door then. Can I just go inside? Yes, okay, good.
Ah, hello, Miss Walker. How very delightful to see you up and about. Even if I really have to admit that I'm a bit surprised. Our dear Dr. Olga painted a far darker picture of your current state of health.
So yeah, he's the good doctor and has no idea what's actually going on in his clinic. This is her plan, or she worries me. Not she's crazy. I don't think he's going to go with that, but I think we'll go with she worries me.
I don't want to say anything bad about someone you seem to appreciate, Dr. Zamiatine, but quite frankly, Dr. Efimova worries me.
Ah, and why is that?
She and her associate, Dr. Mangling, put me through a real interrogation. They're also keeping Kirk, the young Yukol, prisoner, attached to his bed. Not to mention the psychological grip she seems to have on everybody here.
Listen to me, Miss Walker. I know that waking up after a prolonged period in a coma is difficult. In such a context, anxiety attacks are very normal. But please, do not project it onto Dr. Olga. I'm not getting any younger, you know, and running this clinic is a very heavy burden. The last few years, Olga has shown she is capable of assisting me. I have every faith in her.
Yeah.
But
the subject is closed, Miss Walker.
Oh, all right. Fine.
Please tell me about that pendant you have around your neck. I must admit I noticed it as soon as you walked in.
There was once an Oscar.
it belonged to Oscar, a friend who passed away.
I understand, Miss Walker. I myself have borne the weight of grief for decades now. Wearing a token from someone dear to you is a natural thing.
Dr. Zamiatine, I promised Kirk I'd go to the craftsman in Valsambur and bring back his mechanical prosthesis. The poor boy has been waiting for it for ages, so I'd like to try to speed up the process. Would you tell me how to get there?
Now there's a truly noble initiative, Miss Walker. I asked my clockmaker friend Simon Steiner to manufacture the young Yukol's mechanical prosthetic leg. He's a capable craftsman and ingenious. You'll find him in his workshop, near the Valsambur port. I imagine he must almost be finished with his work by now. He makes amazing things. You'll see.
Can you authorize my release so that I can see Dr. Steiner? Unfortunately, I've been told that the clinic is in lockdown.
You will have to ask Dr. Olga, Miss Walker. She signed the current order to lock our establishment down. She's in charge of giving out the passes.
Well, talking to her is not going to do any good. But of course, he doesn't want to hear that.
This book should answer any of the questions you may have about our Yukol's friends. Farewell and bon voyage, Miss Walker.
All right, well...
Why did the Yukols ask you to heal Kirk?
On each of their migrations, the Yukol shamans and I have exchanged medical knowledge. Their trance therapy and materia medica have provided astounding results for my patients affected by psychological afflictions. In exchange, I do what I can to take care of those injured that they can't heal using their traditional medicine. Like, that poor boy who lost his leg.
Right, okay.
How many ostrich migrations have you seen?
This is the third one. I'm lucky to have seen so many of them. It's a rare spectacle. Believe me, the great herd of ostriches accompanied by the Yukols, doomed to blindly follow their animals wherever they happen to roam. And they don't care about countries, wars, and borders.
You seem to like the Yukols, Dr. Zamiatine.
They are a fascinating people, you know, and such astonishing medicine infused with shamanism. Without which, no doubt, you would have never arrived in this clinic alive, Miss Walker.
Yeah, probably. But this...
I get the impression that the Yukols aren't much liked around here.
Indeed. It would seem that most of the inhabitants of Valsambur are now quite hostile towards them. This wasn't the case a while back, you know. When I was young, the migration of the snow ostriches was an event widely welcomed with open arms in Valsambur.
Why the change in attitude?
Our region was actually somewhat devastated 20 years ago. Dramatic events changed the way people viewed the world. The people turned inward on themselves. They are less welcoming. And the fact that the Yukols have been stuck here, next to Lake Valsambur for several weeks, hasn't helped.
It's really necessary for me to ask Olga's permission to leave? You're the director of this clinic, after all.
Yeah, seriously.
Olga is my right-hand woman. I can't keep her uninvolved in current matters, Miss Walker. She is also currently your doctor. You should really talk with her about it. She isn't as evil as you seem to believe. You'll find her in her office, most probably.
I'm pretty sure she is. All right, but he's not going to hear any word of it against her. Well then. Now, I think before we go try to talk to Dr. Olga, I think now's the time you actually want to go outside and see what we can do or explore out there. No, that's the elevator. There we go. Here's the door. All right, because I don't think we're actually going to be able to leave that much.